Okay, well, thanks for tuning in today. Today is going to be a Brickhead day, and we're going Disney with Lego Mickey Mouse. This is not just any Mickey Mouse. This is the Spring Festival Mickey Mouse. So you might ask, Steve, what is the Spring Festival? Well, let me open this up and I will tell you. Standard issue plate that comes with all Brickheads. We've got 3 bags for this one, and your as normal bent in half instruction manual, which I get when they're this size. They're all bent. It's just slightly annoying. All right, well, let's open this up and break open these bags, get a kind of look at the pieces. This is set 40673. This came out at the beginning of 2024. Open. It's a fair number of pieces. 120 for a single Brickhead. That's not bad. But yeah, looking at these pieces, beginning of 2024 is important because when we talk about Spring Festival, we of course are talking about the Chinese New Year. Lego always puts out different variations of sets to celebrate the Chinese New Year, to celebrate their Asia market, which is a really big growing market in Lego. And so for this year, we got a Brickheadz Mickey done up to celebrate in all of the reds, because red is lucky in that culture. So lots of red when you see the Chinese New Year. Celebrate the good, which is pretty cool. All right, pretty colorful pieces, which I really like. But yeah, as I was saying, this has 120 pieces. This is the second Mickey Mouse Brickhead set to ever be released. If you are in the market to get the first Mickey Mouse Brickhead, be prepared to spend a decent amount of money. There you go. Standard gray, always in all the Brickhead sets. Love these pieces. I literally have a ton of these just left over because there are books that you can get or different mocks that are out there if you go to places like Brickset, and they'll show you different Brickheads that you can build that are unofficial sets. And in fact, there is a whole many pages devoted to people who just do Brickheads. And so like I built a Wolverine mock with the Brickhead, and it's not an official set, but it looks darn cool. It was something that someone designed. So if you want to build your own mock or my own creation, go to places like Brickset or Rebrickable, and you can literally just type in Brickheads, and you will get hundreds and hundreds of different ideas for different characters that you can build. In fact, I was thinking about building the Thundercats one the other day because that one looked really, really cool. So there we go. Anyway, I digress. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse. If you are interested, dang, look at that. That looks nice. If you are interested in getting the other Mickey Mouse Brickhead that was released, I want to say it came out right before COVID, maybe 2019. So it is a retired set, and it has grown in value probably 5 or 6 times, which means it was on sale back in the day for $10, as all the Brickheads are. And now it usually gets sold for more like 50, 60 bucks. There was a Minnie Mouse that came out about the same time, and she goes for the same. So those 2 sets, I think they had a more limited release on their run, and so they are just worth more money. In fact, they're probably, aside from the exclusive Brickheads, probably some of the most expensive normal released Brickheadz on the market. So pretty cool, pretty standard. They come with the ears just like the other ones, but the feet look a little bit different on those. But yeah, so it's nice to get a second Mickey. We don't have a second Minnie, but definitely a second Mickey. This is kind of an interesting insight. I don't know why. The build on this is more unique than regular builds. There's not the standard guts inside. There's a brown and blue interior with some light. I don't even remember what it's like, an ocean. It's not white. It's like an ocean color. That's a pretty unique way to build the inside. So don't quite know why it's going in that direction yet, but I guess we'll see as we build. That actually is more fun because it seems like every Brickhead is the same build, just modified slightly. So it's nice to see some change once in a while. If you like Disney, there are a lot of Brickheadz that you can get that are Disney Brickheadz. I like them. I think they're great. I wish they would do a little bit more, but I don't know how many official Disney Brickheadz there are, but I would say there's probably at least 20. And then the expanded universe too. So I don't know if you consider, I'm not even considering Star Wars or Marvel when I say there's 20. I'm talking about strictly Disney related properties with like Mickey Mouse or animated type movies like Frozen or things like that. So if you were to add in Marvel and Star Wars, then we're talking more like probably like 70 Brickheadz, because there are a lot of Star Wars. There's actually a 5-pack of Star Wars that came out this year. It looks pretty cool. There are a lot of Brickheadz definitely still on the market. This is one of those, here's the interesting thing about Brickheadz. If you're interested in getting into Lego, this is still a cheap entry point where you can get a lot of cool sets, in my opinion, that are displayable type sets. I think they just look really, really cool. To me, this is Lego's version of Funko Pop, and I really like it. I got lucky in that when they started with this, the first Brickheadz that were commercially available, I liked them and I started buying them right away. So I've never paid for a retired Brickhead set. So I've never paid above regular market value for that. And so all the Brickheadz I always have gotten have been like $10 or $7 if they've gone on sale. But there are some Brickheadz out there that go for a lot of money. The Simpsons are a lot. There's Jack Sparrow. He's worth a decent amount. Like I say, Mickey and Minnie are worth a bunch. But overall, if you're into this, if you like this, there's a lot of Brickheadz that are currently out there, and you can still actually go on eBay and find a lot of the retired Brickheadz for a fairly reasonable price. So it's cool to get into. And then it really starts looking cool if you start building a lot of them. So I think I have probably close to 225 maybe Brickheadz in my collection. I have pretty much all of them, minus the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Brickheadz, which I don't want to pay $1,000 for 200 pieces of Lego for basically one printed piece. And I want to open them. And I want to build them because that's half the fun of Lego. That's a lot of the fun of Lego is opening up and building it. And the people who do the San Diego Comic-Con sets, they never open them. They just keep them sealed and they display it like a trophy, and no one ever actually gets to see what that Brickhead looks like. So If I always say, if I win the lottery, I'm not going to tell anybody, but there will be signs. Just notice and see if I ever have a lot of San Diego Comic-Con Brickheadz. If that's the case, good, probably odds that I have won the lottery. I think that's about the only way, though, I would get them. This is an interesting build. Like, I haven't talked a lot about this build so much, but it's really cool. The inside has been created completely different. The outside, similar to the other Mickey, because you gotta have the grooves for the ears, but the coloration is really nice. This printed piece is really nice. And I think you could do other things if you were into making your own mocks with that. So I think that's really, so far it's a really nice, colorful set. And definitely interesting. All right, here we go. Let's build some feet. Oh, I lied. I said earlier the feet were different. No, these feet are very similar to how the other Mickey works. Because their feet are not like regular feet. They're those giant yellow feet. But that's cool. Definitely look like the other Mickey. Just a different color. Got a whip that functions as his tail, which is fun. Let's get his tail whip in there. That's cute. And now, let's do the head. 2 points of attachments. There we go. This set is about done. I really have enjoyed this set. Whether you're a fan or not a fan of all the spring Chinese New Year style sets, you gotta admit, they are always very colorful and very diverse in their look. You've got spring festivals, you've got, with Brickheadz, you've got landscape. Look at those ears. I love it. So I really like all of the Chinese New Year stuff. I just think it's really cool. I think Lego does it justice, which sometimes that can be hit or miss. I like the gold too, which is something also that you see a lot in Chinese New Year. Red is a color that you see a lot, and a gold, also a symbol of good fortune. Gold is money. And he's got his little spring lantern thing that he holds. That's great. And one other printed piece. Looks like there's a little dragon on here. Don't know if you can see that. But maybe. I don't know if it was the year of the dragon or not, but definitely the year of the dragon is always a highly lucky year. I think they're more, right? More Asian kids, more Chinese kids that are born on the year of dragon than any other year because it's supposed to be good luck. That may be anecdotal, but I've always heard of that. Which makes sense. All right, let's take a look at this bad boy. This is a cool set. Now, granted, it's very niche. Not a normal Mickey Mouse. If you wanted your traditional Mickey Mouse, you're going to have to shell out some funds. But if you're okay with Mickey Mouse wearing some traditional Chinese garb to get ready for the New Year to celebrate, this is cool. I like it. Definitely call this a win. Like how the inside was built, different than the usual style. I like his accessory pieces. That's really cool. Only 2 printed pieces, though, so that's a little bit of a negative. Overall, I would say this is probably a 7.5 out of 10. Only because, like I say, it is very niche. I'm a completionist, so I definitely want them all. But some people may be like, really? That's not what I want to collect. So, and to each their own. But anyway, fun build. I hope you enjoyed it. I liked it. And until then, I will catch you on the next one.